Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to IQ, Illuminating Quran. My name is Sahar Rizk. I hope everyone is doing well today. We're going to start with how to prepare for reading the Quran. What do you do and what do you need to know? So, before reading the Quran, you want to find quiet place, tidy it up, make sure your clothes and body clean. Some say do wudu, but I think if you're using electronic devices and not really touching the Holy Quran, it's okay if you're between prayers, if you want to read, or before you go to bed. And some say if you're having your period, don't touch. I think also if you have the app in Surah Al-Ra'd, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. Surely by the remembrance of Allah, hearts find tranquility. Tatma'in, find peace and tranquility. Now, when you have your period, you're into a lot of pain and weakness, and what a better way to find peace and comfort. So, as long as you don't touch the Holy Quran, I think you're okay. However, if you're having after having intercourse with your spouse, then yeah, do wash up. You need to do tahara after shower. Do tahara intent. You run the water on your right shoulder, left shoulder, and your head, and then do wudu. But please, yeah, don't touch or read, whether it's app or Holy Quran. Now some say sit up when you read. Yes, but sometimes you're in the Quran and you're listening, which is okay. But if you want to reach for the Quran before you go to bed, because your mind is too busy remembering everything, then it's okay. I use an app. It was called Quran Explorer. It's very unique. You change the font and the speed, and you can listen to it until you calm down and fall asleep. Also, purifying the air. Of course, not during the night. Don't burn sage or sandalwood. I like oud, but don't burn them during the night, and be very careful. They have antibacterial properties. They make the place smell nice, and then you're ready for tranquility and spiritual time. What else do you do before you read? Okay, before you read the chapter, God told us in the Surah Nahl, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فإذا قرأت القرآن فاستعذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. So, when you recite the Quran, first seek refuge in Allah from Satan, the expelled from God's mercy. Seek refuge means find protection in God from Satan. So what do you say? You say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Now I've noticed that most books, they don't have أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. So if you're new and want to, not really counting on this to be in a book, it's not going to be in a book. So maybe I recommend writing on a flashcards, laminate, use it as a book divider when you're reading, just in case, or memorize it. Now, what else do you say before reading any surah? You say Bismillah, in the name of God, Ar-Rahman, most gracious. Now, most gracious means kind and generous. And of course, kind and generous because God provides for both believers and non-believers. He doesn't deny non-believers. Ar-Rahim, most merciful, and most merciful means compassionate and forgiving. And compassionate and forgiving because he gives us many chances to repent and ask for forgiveness. And he tells us also how to do it, you know, by remembrance, by reading Quran. Okay? And how do you say it? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay, now Yusuf Ali, the green book, the translated book, has Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim before every surah except the Tawbah, and we're going to talk about that later. Um, but not most translated books have Bismillah. I've looked. I have a couple of them, and they don't have it before every surah. So if you have Yusuf Ali, you're okay. But just in case, memorize it also, or put it on the same flashcard on the back, laminated, and until you learn it. Now in Surah Al-A'raf, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا لعلكم ترحمون. So, when the Quran is recited, then listen to it and pay attention that you may receive mercy. واذكر ربك في نفسك تضرعا وخيفة ودون الجهر من القول بالغدو والآصال ولا تكن من الغافلين. And remember your Lord within yourself in humility and in fear without being apparent in speech in the morning and in the evening, and do not be among the heedless. Okay, so the Quran here should not be used as background noise. Okay, it was meant as active listening, for active listening and understanding what God is trying to tell us. Heedless means don't be like those who lack proper attention. So pay attention, focus and learn. إن الذين عن ربك لا يستكبرون عن عبادته ويسبحونه وله يسجدون. Pay attention to this sign right here. Indeed, those who are near your Lord are not prevented by arrogance from his worship, and they exalt him, and to him they prostrate. Yasjudun, prostrate. And this sign, that means just that. So what do you do when you see it? When you see this sign or this sign, this also means sajda, prostrate. If you, so once you hear yasjudun or this sign, if it's safe to kneel down all the way and your health can afford it, then please do go all the way every time you see this or hear yasjudun, and you say Subhana Rabbi al-Ala, Subhana Rabbi al-Ala, Subhana Rabbi al-Ala. Glory be to my Lord, the Most High. Just like when you're praying, when you kneel down, you say Subhana Rabbi al-Ala. Now, let's say you're in a car and you cannot really do this, it's unsafe. So you just bend your head a little bit and say, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, glory be to my Lord, the Most Great. Subhana Rabbi al-Azim. Subhana Rabbi al-Ala. Okay? Another sign that you should, now there's so many signs, but I think these two are most significant if you're reading right out of the Quran or the app. You're allowed to stop at this sign. So let's say you want to stop now and you're here. You just finished this verse. And then I see this one coming up. I should continue reading until I see that sign and then stop. So next time I come to read, explore Quran Explorer saves your spot. So next time I come to read, it will start you here. Now, there are resources that I use or I'm going to be using throughout my lectures and PowerPoint. Yusuf Ali, translated book, the green one. And I recommend also having the book with you. So when we finish discussing a surah or ayah, maybe you can read the extra notes for Yusuf Ali. He has a lot of nice notes on the bottom. And then also I use Al-Sheikh Mutwalli Sharawi, but his lectures are in Arabic. So when you click on it, they're all in Arabic. They're all organized if you do speak Arabic. These icons are all videos and audio and then PDF. And then resources I used to create the PowerPoint are surahquran.com/ayah. Now, they're very, very organized. Here are all the Arabics. MashaAllah, thank you. We appreciate your hard work. And then here, the language. You can choose whichever language you like. And here is English. What is this? So when you click on any of them, then it will read to you. So you can also change the one who recites, the sheikh. So I think I saw it here somewhere. Okay, maybe not this side. Maybe I'm thinking of the other side. Okay. And then the third one is electronic mushaf. It was created by University of the King Saud. So when you click on it, very organized too. I use this one for my PowerPoint as well. This one icon is for Arabic, but these are all languages, all different languages. And with every one of them, it's going to show you the Arabic. And also you can listen. This is the one that actually gives you all the people, the readers. So you choose which one you're comfortable with. I like Mishari. Al-Husari also is good. But you have to listen what speaks to you, so you enjoy it even more. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so that's all I want to cover for this video. Next video, inshallah, we're going to talk about the signs and ayat that came to us and we were warned not to ignore. Okay, thank you so much for listening, everyone. Until last video, take care of yourselves. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.